Hello everyone, it's Monsignor Cihak with your weekly pastor's message. This is how you stay up to date on everything that's going on in the parish. There's always plenty to be a part of the great community that we have here at Christ the King. Hello everyone and welcome to your weekly pastor's message. It has been a long time. I hope everybody had a wonderful rest of the Advent season and Christmas season. And as you know, the Christmas season does not end until the baptism of the Lord, which will be this Sunday. So all this time we've been celebrating the Christmas season. So it's not just a day, it's not just an octave, it is a whole season. I really want to start with thanking everyone who made Advent and Christmas such an incredible time. We had a wonderful Advent mission with our Dominicans. That was well attended. We had great turnouts for the masses for Christmas and after Christmas, but hopefully it was a time of rest for everyone and a time of renewal and in spiritual deepening. I mean, the Lord is here among us, and He's doing something special here at our parish, and I'm just excited for what He's going to bring about in 2025 in our hearts. A big thank you too for all those who helped with the St. Vincent de Paul food boxes. We were all done within, I think, a couple hours. It was a great coordinating effort, an outpouring of volunteer help in driving and getting the boxes all ready. So thank you so much. I know that made a difference in a lot of families' lives at this time of year. A special thank you to Alex McCune and our singers. There was an awful lot of music that was learned and sung during the Advent and Christmas season, and maybe took part in some of the caroling that came afterwards. But we're just so delighted about all the great music that we get to be a part of here at Christ the King. This past week, I attended the Cihak National Conference. If you were at Mass, you heard me talk a little bit about that, but it was an extraordinary experience. It is the National Conference for Focus, and that is the Fellowship of Catholic University Students. This is a major Catholic outreach to college students on college campuses, the majority of which are state institutions. And dioceses will have focused missionaries go into their universities, form small groups, Bible studies, evangelize, and it has been wildly fruitful for the past 25 years. And so the Cihak conference is a time for everybody to get together for a national event, and there were 17,000 in Salt Lake City. There was also a satellite campus in Washington, D.C., which had about 3,000 students. And then for the first time, they had a Cihak conference in Cologne, Germany. So just the speakers, the kids that were there were just on fire. I got to get time with Dr. Scott Hahn, with Father Mike Schmitz, for Dr. Ted Sri, and Arthur Brooks, who teaches at the Harvard Business School, is a well-known author. Got to spend some time with him. But it was just a great experience. And if you're ever concerned about the state of the faith in the United States, just go to the Cihak conference. You'll be blown off your feet with the faith and how many of our college students are just on fire for the Lord. I received a little award called the St. Therese Award for service in serving on their board of directors for 6 years a few years ago. But it was a tremendous experience. So brought some of that stuff back here to fire us up and getting us ready, because what's coming up is the Way. The Way is our experience of formation for those who just want to know more about the Catholic faith, who are thinking about maybe becoming Catholic, those who want to become Catholic and may not have been baptized or receive any sacraments, those other Christians who want to come into full communion with the Church, those Catholics who may have received their sacraments but didn't get much in the way of catechesis or learning as they were growing up. This is the Way, and it's kind of a way to follow up on our Alpha experience. But that'll be going on Tuesday evenings, and our first evening is going to be January 21st, and we're going to kick it off, and it won't be just for those people who are with those categories that I just mentioned, but also is going to be people who are be leading some table discussions, and because we're walking together. We're walking together in the way. And that's going to be going every Tuesday evening until May, with various breaks here and there, we'll let you know. And the last Tuesday of the month, of course, will be the other part of our experience, which will be the truth and the life. And that's open to the whole parish to come in for an evening and have an Alpha-like experience. But the Tuesday evenings will be running, there'll be a presentation of a topic on the faith. It'll be about 30 minutes or so, and then there's going to be time for table discussion and questions as well. So it's I'm kind of looking forward to it, and just very grateful for Maria Holmes and the team putting this idea together, and we'll see how it goes. And if some of you may have received an email invitation, we were going off of the feedback we got at Alpha. But if you weren't on Alpha, or if you, for whatever reason, didn't get an invite and want to be a part of the way, come on. This is your invite right here. So come and join us. You may see in the bulletin an invitation to register with the parish and to sign up for online giving. You know, I, especially during over the Christmas season, saw a lot of new faces. It's wonderful to see how there's just more people at Mass. And just to put the plea out to you, if you have not yet registered with Christ the King, please consider doing so. Consider this an invitation to come and to formally be a part of our community. This will put you in on our email list so that we can reach you and keep you up to date on the latest things, and also to sign up for online giving. That really helps to make our mission run. And so there's information in the bulletin. If you have any questions or any difficulties in registering or signing up for online giving, just call the office and Kevin will help you out. A big thing that's coming up at the end of the month is our school open house. This is an opportunity for people to come and to see the great school that we have, especially as we've gone in this way of Catholic renewal in Catholic liberal education, of helping the Archbishop out in that renewal. Come and see what our school is all about, and we'd love to get new families, more families, to share this great educational experience that we have here at Christ the King. I think we are a very unique school, and what's great is our graduates who go into the Catholic high schools, their teachers report back as like, we know when we have a student from Christ the King because they're operating at the top of the class. So I think take that as a compliment that we're doing something, we're doing the right thing here, and spread the word. So that's going to be on Sunday. There's 2 Sundays that will have the open house. On Sunday, January 26th, that's going to be from 12 to 2 after the 11 o'clock Mass. And then on February 2nd, the following week, from 9:30 to 11, that will be in between the Masses. So on January 25th, 26th, you can come after the Mass, after the 11 o'clock Mass. Otherwise, February 2nd, in between the Masses, trying to make it as convenient for everyone. We've put an ad in the publication for Happy Valley, but most of where we get our students and families is by word of mouth. And so to please share the good news about our school. And there's materials in the back of church. There's some cards. You can take them, hand them to somebody that you know and say, hey, come check out our school, to find out more. There's more in-depth, the annual report, if people want to do a deeper dive into that, or go on our website. On January 25th, we will have our first Holy Communion class make their first confession, and the first of a lifetime of going to confession. We had a great session this last Sunday where parents and the kids could take a tour of the confessional and the church as well, and ask a lot. They had some great questions about confession. But let's pray for these young people who are preparing to make their first confession, to experience the Lord's mercy in this very powerful sacrament. And that's Milena, Hayden, Hudson, Zane, James, Rosalind, Gemma, Ivana, Madison, Kylas, Kara, Grant, Nathan, Logan, Ren, Justin, Camilla, Samuel, Eleanor, Joselito, and Audrey. So please keep those children in your prayers in this great time. And again, one of the best ways to lead people into confession is going to confession ourselves. As I told the parents, I'm a big fan of the monthly confession. Of course, if we fall into mortal sin, we want to go right away, not to carry that separation around with us. I myself try to get to confession every 2 weeks, so we'll just keep building this deepened spiritual life and culture here at Christ the King. In a couple weeks, I will be away for a few days to go to the Augustine Institute at their new campus in St. Louis to take part in a symposium for pastors of schools who are undergoing the renewal of Catholic liberal education for ICLE. And yours truly was asked to be a member of a panel discussion to share with the other pastors around the country who are interested in this renewal to find out what's going on at Christ the King. So I'll be gone for a few days there in late January. So please pray for the fruitfulness of that. We'll have other priests from the Archdiocese of Portland who will be taking part in that symposium as well. As you saw in the bulletin in the last month, since our last pastor's message, are a number of teachers that we've been highlighting. So I want to get us all caught up on our teacher spotlights. So we're very glad to have Ms. Jamie Heron, who is one of our middle school teachers, and she teaches middle school on-track math, and as well as learning support and electives. And this is her first year at Christ the King. She's been in education for 5 years. She has her bachelor's degree from Benedictine College, which is a great Catholic school in Atchison, Kansas, with a double major in mathematics and education. She has her Oregon teacher's teaching license in advanced mathematics endorsement. Her confirmation saint is Saint Therese of Lisieux. It's her confirmation saint and her favorite saint. And as Jamie says, Saint Therese encourages me to do everything I do, even the smallest things, for love of God. She reminds me that everything is grace. I grew even closer to Saint Therese after visiting Lisieux during college. More about her, that she was born and raised in the Portland area in Hillsborough, Beaverton, the second oldest of 5 siblings. 2 are currently spread across the United States. She says 2 of the best decisions she's made in life is to attend Benedictine College and to discern religious life. Besides teaching, things that give her joy are singing, jogging, baking, camping, and spending time with friends and family, and eating dark chocolate. If you go to the 11 o'clock Mass, you will see her because she is our principal soprano in our adult choir. When asked why she chose to teach at CTK, she writes, "Not only am I able to do what I love here, teach middle school math and help students grow in their confidence and love of learning, I'm able to do it with a fantastic supportive staff within a vibrantly Catholic community." It's great to have you with us, Jamie, and we're looking forward to all the things that you're doing here at Christ the King, both in the parish and in the school. Another teacher that we highlighted earlier in December is Ms. Sarah Tucker. She is our new PE teacher. She's our pre-K through 8 PE teacher as well as an instructional assistant. She's in her first year here at Christ the King. She did her schooling at Oregon State University in Corvallis with a major in kinesiology, a minor in psychology. She also has a certificate in evangelization from the St. Bernard School of Theology and Ministry in New York. Her favorite saint is St. Philip Neri. She writes, "As the patron saint of friendship and joy, St. Philip Neri was excellent in establishing human bonds of loving and connecting to people of all ages. Because of his devout prayer life, many claimed his face glowed with a celestial radiance. What a saint to look up to. I also appreciate his missionary spirit and love for bringing people closer to Jesus through teaching and service. More about Sarah. In her free time, she loves playing sports, especially basketball, soccer, and volleyball, engaging in friendly competition through board games and card games. She also enjoys spending time with her family, friends, and the Lord in prayer. When asked why she chose to teach at Christ the King, she writes, I chose to work at Christ the King because the mission and program is well aligned with my hope for the Lord's children. At CTK, the aspiration is to foster future saints, help students grow in virtue and wisdom, and embolden them to develop a personal relationship with Jesus. I love the encouragement for students to live a life with God at the center of reality, and the goal to prepare them for a life filled with wonder, joy, and hope. I desired to join an incredible team on fire with love of God for his children and for the community. I found it here at Christ the King. Thanks for saying that, Sarah. We love having you and on this team at Christ the King School and in our parish. And finally, as you notice, we have changed location for the pastor's message. We are back in the parish office at CTK Studios, and you can see the new backdrop, and it's just a more consolidated, easier place to film. So you'll be seeing our broadcasts from here more often. And may the blessing of Almighty God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit come down on you and remain with you forever. Amen. God bless. We'll see you next time. Henry,
let's go.
Come here, close the door.
Pastor's message, take 11,765.2.
Henry, no.
Oh my gosh.
Henry, play that new theme song you've been working on for us.
It's really good.
It's super awesome! It's going.
No, we're not going to go with that. This has been a production of CTK Studios. What's our theme song?
Ba-ba-bum-ba-bum.